Sometimes in trading, the obvious is in front of you, but because of your hopes and greed, it's difficult to see. The last few days, or a couple of days, we've seen a major breakdown. Let's see what's going to happen in the next few hours. Hey guys, it's Jay here from StakeMentor, bringing you today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Almost forgot what my name is. But hey, how you guys doing? I hope all is well, and I want to talk about a couple of things before I go into the video. So I saw a comment yesterday from a subscriber who unsubscribed, frankly, because he thought my drawings or my thoughts here were not accurate. So one thing I want to say here is, everything I do is my own opinion based on my own knowledge and research. And if you guys been following me for the last few weeks, some guys been doing, such as in the blank space, you can see that a lot of the things I do, they seem to happen and my predictions seem to be more or less right. But sometimes, I'm just a human being as well. You can't get every trade accurate. If I would be getting every trade accurate, I'll be the richest man in the world right now. But that can't be the case. So I can only make my own judgments based on what I've seen in the previous years and what I think is going to happen in the coming months, or in the coming days or hours or minutes. And as I said, I can't be right all the time. Hence I always suggest, before you guys make any decisions, anything, do your own research. And then, rather than leaving comments where you subscribe or unsubscribe, if you guys stay around and give me opinions, so as a community as a whole, we can grow. So that's the first thing, just a small sort of insight into what I was thinking over the last sort of 24 hours. But let's jump straight into the market. So what happened? What happened the last few days? So we were all hoping for a straight breakthrough to go into the possibly highs, but the reality is that didn't happen. And the resistance around the sort of the 11,800 was just too big, and the bulls came into the market and pushed the price down, looking below this trend line. It closed, price went to go up, tested that trend line again, went back sort of the 11,000 area around here, and then pushed further down. So this phenomena, what you see here, and I don't know if you've been watching my videos previously, but the things I watch out for generally are pin bars. So because that will give some sort of trend reversal, especially at the low. Where we go? Here we are. Ooh. And the other thing I also watch out for are bullish or bearish outside bars. So essentially, where the bars are the higher highs, the highs are higher and the lows are lower than the previous bar. So that you call them bullish or bearish outside bars. So one thing we have here. Here we go. And around so you can see the bars high is sort of closest to previous bar. And then what happened over here, again, we had the same bullish or bearish outside bar coming off this trend line and pushing down. So looking back, and hindsight is always the best side, this should have been a clear short-term downtrend trade, especially because we broke through this upwards trend line. We saw price moving up, resisting and pushing down. So what's going to happen now? So essentially what I'm looking for now is a bottom. I'm looking for price potentially to hold these areas over here. So you can see resistance, 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 resistance. And what we're also seeing here is a fib retracement around the 23.6. And so I'm watching this area very closely and looking to see what's going to happen now, whether price will come further down and then bump up and potentially go back to the the red line, and we start looking at further and further and further breakouts. So in my suggestion to you guys, anyone who's short, watch this area closely, potentially look at taking some profits out. Anyone who's waiting and want to enter trades, possibly look at some bar signals, such as a pin bar or a bullish outside bar. Potentially look at reversal, because we're heading good resistance here. We're looking at the Fibonacci 23.6 line, So we can potentially see price reversing to the upside. So stay tuned, watch closely what's going to happen over the weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.